So let's dive a little bit into, you've been involved with startups, okay, digital startups. What are some of the lessons you've learned along the way about what a startup should be doing, what they shouldn't be doing, what are some of the biggest mistakes, and the challenges?
Yeah, I mean, a couple come to mind. All of my venture startups, we raised money through venture capital, and I think it's really important to bring on the right investors, investors that are aligned to the vision and the potential of the company, are willing to play the long game, because this doesn't happen overnight. It's like you don't go IPO overnight. Like it's a journey, and you've got to have conviction around it. So it's really important to have your investors, who are your early board members, share that conviction and that alignment. And I know another lesson I've learned is, as you scale the business, like for us, we were founded in Sydney. We opened up a headquarters in Austin, but then we were growing in San Francisco and in London and Kyiv, and we got all these offices opening up, and the team starting to get spread out. And when you start hiring hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people, it's really easy for companies to lose, I would say, to lose its soul along the way, which means that they lose sight of the culture. And so one of the things that I learned is you got to put a system in place around your culture if you want to maintain that soul. And that's what we did. We have our own system in place. We recruit for it. We performance management around it. We promote people around it. We hold ourselves accountable to it. We make tough decisions around it. And I think it's one thing to have values on a board, or you talk about culture, but if your actions don't follow up, or if your actions say anything different, I mean, actions always speak louder than words. So you got to have that system, and then your actions have to really promote it and support it. So if you talk to anyone at BigCommerce, no matter what location, they'll talk about, we call it bucket one and bucket two. Bucket one is your resume, it's your skill set, it's your experience. Bucket two is the intangibles that we look for. We really love people who, I always say, are selfless, play the we game, not the me game. We look for people who are purpose-driven, passionate, and then we always like to say ambitious, very ambitious in their thinking and their goals, but have a really beautiful degree of humility about them, that they know that when they look at themselves in the mirror, they know they can get better, and they know that they can learn from the person next to them, and they're brave enough to reach out for advice and reach out for help, and it can keep their learning curve super steep. And being ambitious, if you ask anyone at BigCommerce in any office, they'll tell you exactly what it is.